Did you ever notice something weird about the business world, especially if you're a copywriter? Kids get toys at Christmas and birthdays, but entrepreneurs get a big nasty bucket of reality when it comes to writing for money. Listen to me carefully here, because I'm going to get right to the point. Right now, this minute, you are losing leads, you're losing sales, and you're losing profits. And if you're buying traffic, if you're running JVs, if you're in any serious kind of business at all, you simply cannot afford to ignore this problem for another minute. I'm ready for it, everyone on the inside is ready for it. So in this video I'm opening the door for you to come inside, but I've got to warn you, it's not all fun and games in here, which is why hardly anyone ever comes in. It's a lot funner to ignore this, but when you're ready to wake up and smell the roses, there's hope. In fact, there's more than just hope. There's a chance to build a seriously fun and profitable business. So here's a mercifully brief introduction. My name's Brian Casangina, and I've been writing copy for myself and for my clients since 2003. I've written and built several big money sales funnels over the past few years, and I've helped a number of clients do the same thing along the way. What I'm about to reveal to you, it's something I didn't even share with my top level paying clients for a pretty long time. This message is extremely timely if you like to act fast, and you need to watch this right now. But I'm not going to use that phony trick where the guy says his video will not be up for long, then you come back to the page 6 months later and it's still there. I won't insult your intelligence. But at the same time, your competition is almost certainly watching this video right now in full and getting a head start on you in your niche. They probably saw the same post or the link that you clicked through from. So unless you enjoy coming second, let's get right into the content of this presentation. So what I want to share with you is the very fastest way to get you more leads coming in and to make more money from each one and to prepare your business for what's bound to be some very difficult times ahead for the average online business. What I'm talking about is how to build, foster and enjoy what I call funnel influence. I know, it sounds like some kind of business opportunity or something scammy, but it's actually not. I'll explain that in just a second. You're going to want to hear what happened, trust me. Over the years I've struggled to write effective funnels in the past, and one day in particular stands out. It was dark and grey and raining all day. I remember that specifically. And I thought to myself, it looks just like my life, as I stopped to look out the window for a minute. When the hell am I going to finally go to find something that actually works? Because that was the day that I had to go crawling back to a former employer just to get some money coming in. He put me on part-time hours, with no contract, no guarantees, just work damn hard at a job I hated and hope for the best. I walked out of that meeting with my towel between my legs and with a promise in my heart. Right then and there, walking down that hallway, I raised my right hand and swore I would never be forced into working for someone else again. I probably looked crazy, but I don't care because, it worked. The question I asked myself that day over and over is probably the same one you're asking yourself right now. That question is, I definitely have what it takes to build funnels that make big money because all these other people are doing it. How the hell am I going to make it happen? And I'm talking about in the real world, not just in the hopes and dreams world of most ebooks and seminars. And what I mean by this is, how the hell do I get more leads, more sales and more profits in my business so I can travel the world, work on my laptop on the beach, buy all the cool stuff that I want simply by having one great sales funnel? Do these funnels even really exist? You probably asked yourself this question before, am I right? These questions are all fair enough too. I'm about to answer them for you, but they're all fair enough questions. You're smart to ask them. And you're also smart to keep an open mind to the answer, which I finally worked out and which I'm about to reveal to you. It's called funnel influence, and it's a direct result of almost 15 years of my own testing of emails, of sales letters, display ads, landing pages and everything else which goes into a high profit funnel. When you achieve a state of funnel influence, everything suddenly becomes much easier. It's amazing what a little cash flow can do for your business. So many times I've found myself sitting at the computer, hoping and praying that just one of those little emails would come in, the ones that come from PayPal or whatever shopping cart you're using, and they mean that you just got paid. And when you have staff and overheads and rent to pay, those emails are pure gold. And just imagine how you feel when they start coming in thick and fast. I don't need to tell you the difference between having a great customer acquisition funnel and not having one, because instead of hustling your way to every sale, calling leads on the phone, that's my most hated marketing job, instead you'll be seeing those you got paid emails come in more and more often. And instead of having to stress over your company's bills, worry about where you're going to get the money to meet this month's salaries, and I've been there before myself as well, instead you'll be deciding where to best invest your profits. And instead of seeing revenue slowly going down, customers dropping out, not engaging and not buying, instead you'll experience growing sales and profits, more leads, more customers, and a way more fun and optimistic environment in your business. This isn't hype, this is exactly what I've experienced myself working with clients like Mindvalley and other entrepreneurs. Even 10 years ago when I created what became known as the $10,000 eBay listing, that's for entrepreneur Troy Patching, and this is also back when 10 grand a month was a lot of money. Or when I built a funnel for UK clients John and Jessica Wilson's first ever ebook, that launched an entire high-end coaching program for them and allowed them to quit high-paying jobs in the airline industry. John was a pilot, if I remember correctly. Then there's stories like generating a six-figure payday for seminar promoter John Anderson, even though the event he was running was free. There's high-converting ClickBank sales letters, landing pages, emails, even broadcast faxes. And that gives you an idea of how long I've been getting big wins for my clients. You know, the kind of funnels that you're going to be using are the very same funnels that I've implemented over the past few years to triple Mindvalley's automated revenue and turn them around from a tight financial situation into record profits. And if I could share those numbers with you, you'd be amazed at the difference a good funnel makes. You see, it's all about customer acquisition. Because most people have this funny idea about sales, marketing and funnels. They think the purpose of a customer is to make a sale, but they got it backwards. Here's what I've discovered in my years of building seven-figure funnels. The purpose of a sale is to get a customer. And this means the initial sale is only the first touch point in a good funnel. The rest of the funnel is designed to monetize further that customer that you just bought. Yeah, you buy a customer. In fact, some funnels are designed to actually lose money on that first sale. But that's okay because they're engineered to monetize that customer over the coming days or the weeks or even months. You see, here's a weird misconception that some people think running a business is all about. They think it's about running a campaign and landing big profits immediately. And I get it, I see all the big launches that go around and that's the dream that they sell you. But the reality is that you'll often only make 50 to 80% return on your initial ad spend. And that is okay because you just bought yourself a customer. And that customer you bought will become a loyal, big spending customer for life. And your new funnel does all the work. Because you're serious about your business, I don't need to sell you the usual internet marketing hype or sugarcoat the realities of the business world. I mean, sure, I'd be able to sell a lot more douchey business opportunities if I did that, but I'd rather sleep at night, especially when I use funnels to make the money anyway, honestly and ethically. And you can too. Here's how. Funnel Influence is 7 full modules with every single element that you need to create profitable marketing funnels that bring you customers. And of course I've got a few extras to put in there as well, one of them which is worth way more than the entire thing itself. So here's what's in Funnel Influence, and I think you'll be amazed at the simplicity of how easy it is to put together your own funnel, even if you hate all that tech stuff. Because I do. I remember I used to be a computer engineer, and I never want to go back to all that fiddling with advanced settings, trying to keep up with the latest technology or learning weird new ways to leverage the internet. All that's taken care of by the systems in Funnel Influence. I want to stop here and make sure that you realize what's in it for you when you become a funnel influencer. Funnel Influence advantage number 1 is obscenely high open rates and click-through rates on your emails, and therefore massive high sales and profits. If you didn't already know this, email open rates are dropping across all different niches and industries. I mean, there's now SMS marketing, there's push notifications, in-app notifications, and now you even have artificial intelligence, chatbots, and all that's just adding to the clutter. But when you get high open rates and click-through rates, you automatically get more sales and more profits. Because the more your customers engage with and click through your emails, the more chances they have to buy. The Funnel Influence advantage number 2 is it's about what's working right now in your industry. There's nothing more futile than trying to use a marketing strategy that may have worked 5 years ago, but not anymore. Or worse still, an idea that's never actually been tested in the real world. Funnel Influence is based on the funnels I've personally been building over the last 2 years in different markets and niches, and more than one of them has produced over $1 million in revenue, often on complete autopilot, sometimes even in just a week. Funnel Influence advantage number 3 is it's an automated revenue machine that works without you. Here's the thing, I get it, douchey BizOps sellers have been pushing the make money while you sleep pitch for years, but while there's no miracle push-button software that makes cash fall from the sky, as some of those guys would have you believe, A well-designed funnel will make you money even if everyone in the office quits tomorrow. And when you have a solid foundation of automated revenue, you'll be amazed at how much easier it is to innovate and do stuff when you have this secure financial base. Funnel influence advantage number 4 is that you don't have to learn how to write copy. Look, I've spent the last nearly 15 years studying copywriting, and I'm still learning new things. But funnel influence allows you to create these automated revenue machines even if you haven't written a thing since high school. And you don't have to throw 5-figure sums at a pro copywriter either. More on this in a moment. First is funnel influence advantage number 5. This really is the simplest system in the world to create. Give it to pretty much any staff member, even if they don't have much marketing experience. Outsource it to your VA in the Philippines. Hey, if your kids are old enough to play games online or put together a simple blog, this could be added to the list of Saturday chores. It's that simple. Funnel influence number 6 is you won't have any meaningful competition. Other businesses may run some kind of funnel, but the sophistication just won't be there in most cases. I've personally scoped out many different funnels in more niches than I can remember, and most of them are pretty basic. But funnel influence is guaranteed to level up your marketing. And funnel influence advantage number 7, this could give you unprecedented freedom. If your current business has you frustrated that you're locked down to one location, this could make all the difference. Imagine having the cash flow to free yourself from your office and travel the world, working from anywhere with an internet connection. You don't even have to change what you're doing, just systemize your business and take off for Bali, Phuket, the French Riviera, Venice Beach, hell, even Venice itself. Being a funnel influencer means you can travel the world while your business is run without you. Any of that sound good to you? Yes or yes? Thought so. Now, for the longest time I didn't share what I was doing with these funnels. Not with my paying students, not even my friends or family. I was working on some of the biggest funnels in the industry and I wasn't focused on helping others do the same. Now, I admit this was small thinking, but I was focused on perfecting the system. And after cashing in on this gold mine over and over, I realized there is more than enough to go around, but most entrepreneurs out there are actually using very basic funnels, or none at all. So what happened was one Saturday a friend of mine named Mitch popped over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, where I was living at the time. He asked me to speak at his upcoming $2,000 a head seminar in Phuket. I basically said it would be tough to fit in my schedule, but I'd think about it. He said, "No, you don't understand, Brian. My guys need to learn about these 6- and 7-figure funnels. They'll pay you for your secrets," he said. That's different. So Mitch held a week-long high-priced event on the sunny beaches of Phuket, Thailand that literally ended up going down in copywriting history. We put a group of the sharpest and most copywriting-savvy entrepreneurs in a room for 7 days, and what they saw literally took their breath away. Here's the man himself, Mitch Miller. They could not believe how much I pulled back the curtains and revealed all my secrets to them throughout that week. I mean, the comments we got from the attendees was amazing. Like Brent Grubb, who has been studying copywriting for years and was concerned this might be a rehash of the same old information, but what he learned was what he said was worth more than the price of admission. My fellow Aussie Clay Moffat, who admits he knew nothing about copywriting coming into the event, but after just 1 week's training, he can now write a full funnel and sell products online. Then there's Carla Stigson, who actually has 10 years of marketing and copywriting experience. She discovered 4 key principles of copywriting that will make her big money over the next year or so. I'm already seeing it. How would you like to get the exact same mind-blowing funnel copywriting tools and information that Mitch's attendees got in that room? Here's what I decided to do. So I packaged up all the systems that I revealed at the event. I sat down in my office, recorded my computer screen, and went through each and every system in detail. And I'm making it available to you right now as an on-demand video course. This is 7 full modules showing exactly what I do to build these amazing cash-splitting email funnels. Nothing's left to your imagination. You can take this info and replicate it exactly as I've done, and replicate my results as well. Of course, my results are not typical results, and I know that most ordinary people won't get these results or anywhere near them. But then again, this is no ordinary course, and if you're still watching this, then you're no ordinary entrepreneur either. Here's my personal secret to 7-figure funnels: funnel influence. In just a few minutes from now, or whenever you're ready, I'm going to hold your hand and take you through the entire process of building a 7-figure funnel from wherever you are right now. This is not a Hollywood production like some which are all flashing lights and special effects but no real value. This is all about the value. It's just me and you in my office showing you what's working now. So here's what you get in Funnel Influence. Module 1 is a fast start introduction. I cover how to get started quickly with your first funnel, even if you hate writing, even if you never trained as a copywriter, and even if you haven't written anything since high school. I cover the secret to lead monetization, how to get a return on your traffic investment, as well as 3 widely misunderstood yet essential criteria for automated funnel copywriting. Get this wrong and your funnel will look amateurish and unprofessional. So Module 1 helps you hit the ground running because there's a huge secret of success here. Once you get started on your funnel, it's hard to fail completely. Even a funnel which is loosely assembled, wrapped up in gaffer tape and thrown at an audience is a million times better than the funnel which never gets built. Module 2 is Evergreen Funnel Copywriting. I cover how to build a funnel that works with all kinds of traffic, no matter how responsive they are right now. I tell you all about traffic temperature, hot, warm or cold, and how Funnel Influence is the tool you need to monetize even cold traffic. How to use what's known as copywriting strategy, to use copy to move your leads from cold to warm to red hot and ready to buy. And if you're worried about giving away too much content that they won't buy, but also if you pitch too much they'll unsubscribe, in Module 2 you'll discover the secret to retaining your leads for longer while still selling more than enough product to make a profit. Module 2 gives you the secrets to structuring your funnel copy for maximum returns, and also to give you great customer experience and retention. Module 3 covers the engagement funnel. This is the most detailed, in-depth explanation of my proprietary model, the engagement funnel, that I've ever given. Remember, this is the model which has contributed to many of my 7-figure funnel results and the tripling of Mindvalley's automated revenue throughout the course of last year. I'll cover specific implementation strategies that you can use to duplicate this model in your own business and start putting leads through ASAP. I'll cover the 3 big secrets of this funnel that make it work as well as it does. Once you get the underlying psychology behind these factors, you'll never create a funnel or any kind of marketing system that completely flops. And I'll give you the answer to one of my most pressing and most often asked questions that I hear: how often should I email my list? The answer may surprise you, but once you understand, your strategy will change forever. Module 3 is where we really start to dive deep into how these funnels work and why, and how you can start implementing them over and over and start making sales. Module 4 is Funnel Engineering. It's the complete funnel flow that I've perfected, including upsells, downsells, how your new customers can access their purchase, as well as flows for customers and non-buyers. I'll give you the 5 basic building blocks you need to build and support a funnel with simple explanations that even the least tech-savvy entrepreneur can understand. Please note, I'm no longer particularly tech-savvy, but I still designed and built multiple 7-figure funnels. You don't have a product to sell yet? I'll also take you through product creation made easy, so you can sell something that's profitable, very high margin, maintenance free, and in red hot demand by your prospects. Module 4 is where you really start getting some traction and understand each part of a finely tuned funnel. You need this crucial information if you want a profitable funnel, and this module gives you all the simple explanations you need. Module 5 is building your funnel. It's time for action. This module is made up of screen recordings of each and every step of actually putting together your funnel with detailed explanation of everything. Nothing is left to chance. I reveal everything I do right there on the screen. Funnel component 1 is your website. This is where most people start, but it's rarely optimized for use in an evergreen funnel. I show you how to create a profitable asset you can use in multiple funnels. Funnel component 2 is autoresponders and email service providers are the key to any good funnel. And here I'll demonstrate exactly how to set up an evergreen funnel which keeps paying you over and over. Funnel component 3. Your shopping cart is obviously important so you can get paid, which is the whole idea, right? It's easier to figure out than you think. Finally, we insert your product into the funnel. If you don't already have one, I reveal my secrets of finding in-demand products which are easy to sell and maintenance free. Module 5 is where you literally watch over my shoulder as I show you how to build a complete funnel from scratch. If there's a module to show your webmaster, this is it. And the real secret to online success is implementation, doing something with what you know. Therefore, this could be the most important and most valuable module in this course. Module 6 is tracking metrics. You can't improve what you don't measure, and this is where you'll learn exactly what metrics to keep an eye on when your funnel goes live. I'll show you the 5 important metrics which are crucial to your funnel success. Ignore these and you could easily end up with a funnel that's losing money and has to be killed. I'll show you why metrics like email open rates and click-through rates are what I call vanity metrics. This means they can guide you, but they're not metrics you can make business decisions on. I'll show you how to scale your business using the right metrics to guide your path and optimize your funnel as you increase traffic through it, as well as the best free and paid apps to track all the most important metrics in your funnel, how to use them and why they're crucial. Module 6 is all about business intelligence. If you're serious about growing your business and making more money, you must have this intelligence coming to you at regular intervals. This is how smart businesses scale. Module 7 is all about innovation. If building funnels is fun, then innovation is even better. In this module you'll discover how to ramp up sales and conversions in your funnel using new techniques, using leverage and using different touch points. The one huge but extremely simple strategy I used at Mindvalley, which resulted in a tripling of automated revenue over the course of a year, and it's so simple that you can start using this process in the next 5 minutes. New and exciting funnel types that you can start testing, new entry funnel points, different ways you can have your funnel adapt to the behaviour and engagement of your leads to customise their journey and provide the ultimate user experience. I'll show you the 3 proven funnel entry points we've used that you can test in your business quickly and easily, because different leads prefer different experiences, and when you deliver different funnels to them, they're more likely to convert. And I'll show you how to legally and ethically spy on other kick-ass funnels, so you can see what's working right now for others without reinventing the wheel each time. And I'll show you my secret 4-step funnel hacking process I've perfected that allows me to examine each component of another business's funnel, just like a doctor x-raying a patient. Module 7 covers in-depth methods of growing and scaling businesses using innovative funnel strategies and secrets that most other entrepreneurs either miss or dismiss as irrelevant. Plus a whole stack of more entertaining and informative stuff which will have you kicking yourself for not uncovering these secrets sooner. But make no mistake, this is not for everyone. Because funnel influence is not for people looking for a get-rich-quick scheme online, those who desire a magic software with one button you press and cash falls from the sky. Funnel influence is not to be added to your hard drive collection just to gather virtual dust. It's designed to be used. Funnel influence is not for people who are content to roll the dice, hope that everything just works out okay, and then think that people should buy from you even if you have a basic website or no funnel. In fact, if you're not ready to experience genuine lasting change, if you just want a quick fix for your business and go along as you were previously, I don't want you to buy this program. It's not for you. However, when you are ready, and I know that you are, I'm going to make this an absolute no-brainer to get into and start using it in the next few minutes. Here's what I can do. The first bonus that I want to give you is an audio MP3 version of all the modules. Because if you're like me, you want to listen to stuff in the car, on the train, while working out, anywhere you can. So it's an entire audio course as well. Plus, I'll give you the PDF slides of each video so you can flip through them without having to load up the video and constantly playing and pausing. And the second bonus that I want to give everyone who becomes a funnel influencer right here on this page, I'm going to throw in a free 1-hour strategy call valued at $475. This is where we can work out how to get started quickly and get your funnels done and making money. But be warned, this is not a casual chat. Neither of us have time for that. I'll set a time to start the call and you need to be on time or have the world's best excuse. And it'll go for exactly 60 minutes, no more, no less, so come prepared and get to the point. This call is worth almost as much as the entire course, and I'll share my most relevant 7-figure funnel experiences, my test results and client stories. It's probably going to be the best investment of an hour of your time you'll ever make, and when you enroll today it's included in the course. But there's another problem you might face when building funnels, hiring a copywriter. They're not cheap, and it takes a long time to upgrade your copy skills to this level. So unless you have already a team of copywriters like Mindvalley does, you're going to love this next thing. Because when you enroll on this page today, the third and definitely the highest value bonus that I'm going to give is also to include all my copy swipes, emails, sales pages, landing pages, ads, all that stuff, so you don't have to write them yourself. This means you'll be getting the same copy that I've written for some of these big money funnels for various clients, and the best part is you're getting unlimited usage rights to it all. So you can just swap out my name for yours, my product name for your product name, and use them as is. And just think, if you were to hire a pro copywriter to write all these materials, I've conservatively estimated the investment you'd be making to be at least $25,000. Because there's entire email funnels, there's high converting landing pages, long form sales pages, all the copy you need that you can just use as is, or model for your own copy. I mean, if you were to hire me to write just one funnel, even a short one, even in a niche I already know like the back of my hand, you'd still be starting off a minimum $5,000. And with these swipes, of course, there's no royalties to pay to me or anyone else ever. So what's the value of all that put together? Let's have a look. Even if each module is only worth $200 each, that's $1,400 for the 7 modules. So let's say a measly $200 to discover the secrets of one part of a 7-figure funnel. Then there's the audio versions. Let's be even more conservative this time and say they're worth only $100. That's another $700. The PDF, let's say $50, that's $350 in total. We're already up to $2,450. Then there's the 1-hour strategy call. Now this is my own valuable time I'm giving up here, so this would normally cost you. I charge $475 an hour for these calls on their own, and you could turn just one idea I give you into a money-making funnel easily. Now there's the biggest one of all, the swipe file. Emails, landing pages, sales pages. This is so powerful because it means you don't have to write all that sales copy yourself. Sure, there'll be a few spots you might want to adapt to your business or your product, but for the most part you'll need to just send it out as is. And you're getting unlimited usage rights to everything I send you, nothing to pay me or anyone else ever. And remember, we decided that to get a pro copywriter to write all of these would cost you at least $25,000, and you probably have to add on a percentage of gross earnings in royalties too for most top copywriters. That takes the total value of everything you get in funnel influence to a massive $27,450 US. But that's only the material value. I mean, what's the real value to your business of a well-oiled machine bringing in revenue over and over, month after month? I've personally built and managed many funnels which make more than $27K a month. I've seen funnels I've written make more than that in a single day. Of course, not everyone in business is at that stage just yet. Let's say you earned just a tenth of that figure per month with your new funnel. How much of a difference would an extra $2,745 per month in completely automatic, hands-free revenue make to you? Not a one-off, this is each and every month I'm talking about. In a year, that's $32,940, even if you have zero time to increase your traffic or improve your funnel's performance. And that's just at 10% of the revenue we first talked about. So even if I charged $27,000 for this package, you'd still be in front, and you'd have the systems to replicate those profitable funnels over and over. But I'm not charging 27 grand for this. As a full business system, this kind of thing can often be sold at Pitch Fest seminars and events at price points like $5,000 or even more. And I've bought those packages myself, and for the good ones, where you take the info and use it, $5,000 is a bargain because then you can then turn around and make $50,000 when you do it right. But I'm not charging $5,000 for this, or $2,000, even half that. In fact, the investment of the entire funnel influence system is only $495. That's less than the annual fees of most good email providers like Aweber or ConvertKit, even at the lower tiers where you can only email 5,000 leads. And it's less than 6 months fees for something like ClickFunnels, one of the most popular page builders online, and something I highly recommend in the course. And if you're into survey funnels, which is something I also talk about in the course, then it's less than 3 months fees of the new Bucket.io software that's just come out. So unless you're getting something done on Fiverr, this is actually going to be the smallest investment in your entire funnel. So let's get this organized so you can get on building your funnels, because this is the problem that I talked about at the start of the video. The longer you wait to build up a funnel like this, the more money you're allowing other businesses to come in and pick up while your back's turned. The other main reason why someone wouldn't get started right now is time. Some people think they don't have time to learn another marketing system. But since all businesses, including your business, are actually marketing-based businesses, that is, if you want to earn money they are, then if you won't find time to prioritize marketing, how are you going to survive? But here's the other thing, every one of us has the same 8,760 hours per year to work with. Even if you can find 4 or 5, even 10 hours per month for for the next 6 months to devote exclusively to building a 7-figure funnel, and nothing comes of it at all, will you have been harmed? I mean, here's the thing. In a year, 60 hours is less than 2/3 of 1% of your available time. And more or less it works out to about 9 minutes a day. That's probably about the time you already spend sitting at red lights, or waiting for the train, or making coffee, or scrolling through Facebook. These 9 minutes, when you just go about your day as normal and allow them to be consumed by minor things, they won't be missed from those 8,760 hours at all. I mean, they aren't accounted for now. But when you use them instead in learning these materials and building a 7-figure funnel, they could have a huge effect on your bottom line. In fact, I guarantee it. A 30-day, 10 times your money back guarantee. Here's the deal. I know this stuff works because it's based on the work I've personally done building 7-figure funnels for my clients. However, I know it's hard to trust people online, so I'm happy to stand behind this with a full 30-day guarantee. Here's the deal. You have 30 days to go through the entire course, try out a few things, see if it's right for you. If, in the unlikely event that you're not absolutely blown away by the content I present, if you're not convinced this system can easily make you 10 times your investment, even if you don't like the colour of the shirt that I wear in the videos, you can email me at brian@briancasangina.com and request a full refund. No questions asked. So this is what that looks like. 7 funnel influence video modules, value 1400. 7 funnel influence audio MP3s, value 700. 6 funnel influence PDF slides. Module 5 is all screen capture, so there are no slides. So the value of those is 350. A 1-hour strategy call with me valued at $475. And that swipe file of landing pages, emails, sales pages valued $25,000. That's a total of $27,450 in value for the small one-time investment of $495. Click the Add to Cart button to get started right now. You'll have instant access to everything, and you'll get all my contact details to claim your strategy call. And when you do that, you'll go through my secure checkout from a service called DPD Shopping Cart. PayPal and credit card payments are available. If you do want to discuss another form of payment, including trade or barter, contact me through this site. Anyway, once you've completed your transaction, you will receive an email with all your downloads. If you have any technical issues at all, please contact me through this website or the above email address. For now, click the Add to Cart button to get started right now. See you on the inside.